my channel Learn Smart Coding. In this video we're going to see how to protect the routes with guards. There may be times that we wanted to limit access to a route. We want route only accessible to specific users such as an administrator or for a particular user with a particular role. Or we want the user to confirm a navigation operation such as asking whether to save before navigating away from an edit page. So then for this case we use the guards. The Angular provides several guards including canActivate, canDeactivate, resolve and canLoad. CanActivate is to guard navigation to a route. CanDeactivate is the guard the navigation away from a current route, and resolve is to prefetch the data before activating a particular route. CanLoad is to prevent the asynchronous routing. Now come let's take a look at the demo. So this is the app for Angular for beginners, and this is the complete app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a particular portion and show you how to do this. So on the screen that you're seeing all the complete food items, when I click on the view, you can see it takes me to a different route. Now let's say the route 5, instead of 5 it has 0, or let's say -1, -2 something, which is incorrect. So if I go to such route, what happens? There is no such data, so some blank or weird screen comes, right? So I don't want this to happen. Instead, what I wanted to do was, when they navigate to that particular route, I wanted to stop them and fall back to this route. That is what we're going to do. Let's see how to do this with the canActivate guard. So I've opened up the application. What I'm going to do is quickly come under the app core. Under core, you have a folder called guards. Let's create a guard using the Angular CLI. So to create the guard using Angular CLI, you use ng generate guard and then followed by the path of the guard and the guard name. So in our case, it is core guards and the guard name is food details. Let's enter it. Now it is going to build and ask us a couple of questions asking which guard that you wanted to select. Now the 4 guards that we saw, these are the 4 guards. For this demo, I'm going to select canActivate. It created the guard. Let's go and take a look. So this is the guard. So in this, if you see, it implements canActivate guard, and this is simple class that we export and it is injected in the service. So it is injected in the route, and this is a service. This can be consumed as a service. Now it has canActivate implementation. So this is the place where we implement our logic. Here goes the logic. So in general, what we will do is there will be a token in which the authentication authorization mechanism happens, and the token will hold a role and other information, metadata information about the user who has logged in. So in a real-time application, these places we used to go and check the token for a particular information and see whether that route, whichever the route that they are trying to activate, right, we will grant the access. If everything works good, we send true. If not, we send a false. So in the simple demo, what we are going to do is I'm going to check the ID from the route, and if that route ID is less than 1, we will stop them going to that route. Come, let's do it. So first thing that we need to do is we need to inject a service called router in the constructor. Router service is used to navigate to a particular route using the code, and luckily under the canActivate we have something called activated route snapshot. Activated route snapshot is helpful to retrieve data from a route. So in our case, it is food ID, which is after the slash a number it comes. Come, let's take a look. Here's a simple piece of logic that I've copy pasted. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the food ID from the activated route snapshot by using route.params.map.get and then pass in the food ID. Come and see where is the food ID. Food ID belongs to that route. So this is the route, and in this the parameter name is food ID. It has to match. Now we retrieve the data and we convert it to number. We double check whether it is, if it is not a number. So after we convert it, we will see if this is not a number or the number is less than 1. We just put let statement, this is only for demo purpose, and then we put them back to this particular route and we return a false. If everything is good, we return a true. So now before we go to the demo, we need to provide this guard to that particular route. So in our case, it is food details guard. So let's go back to the menu module where the router is present. So this is the router that we need to put it. So here, as I said, there are 4 different guards that you can use. So what you can do is, it's first one is canActivate. So canActivate accepts an array of guards. So in our case, the first guard is food detail guard. So we have imported the food detail guard for the canActivate route. Similarly, you can put can deactivate, can activate child, and resolve. Resolve is already present, and you can also use can load. Now we have placed the guard on the particular route properly. It's time to demo. What I've done is, just to bring you back how it feels, I have somehow managed to put a 0 for a particular ID. So this one has actually 1, but right now it says 0. Let's see how it looks. So let me click on a valid one. It takes me to that route. All good. I'll go back. Now I'm going to click on this. If you see food/0, great. See, it did not go to that route. It immediately guarded me against the route. It validated and it prompted me an alert, and it made me to stay on this page instead of going and looking at invalid data. This is one way. Now let's say someone is trying to go to that route directly, not from our application. Let's put that and see. So I put that particular route. Right now it went to that route, but it showed me this alert. Now let's see what happens. It took me to the correct route. Good. So user cannot stay on the page if they are not permitted. The guard is to protect that. Now this complete code is available in the GitHub under the Learn Smart Coding user. You can always go and check that and get the code. I will give you all the details in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like it, share it, comment it, and never forget to click on the bell icon.